Record.
Hey guys, it's Shelly, and this is episode 7, I believe, of our Beachbody Chit Chat. Lucky number 7, and I get to host it. So tonight, my wonderful co-hosts and I are going to be discussing something that every business owner needs to do, which is get your product out to more people. You want to definitely talk to people, expose people to what it is you're doing. But the difference is with what we do is we're not a business where we're just selling you a product. So for us, it's not finding customers, it's finding friends, building relationships. It's not just a product sell situation. So that makes what we do a little bit more unique than most business owners. So I guess I'll just start and talk about my own experience with this. When I became a coach 3 years ago, I had about 400 Facebook friends. And that was all people I went to school with, my family, friends that I've known forever. And it took about a week for them to not really want to hear about what I was talking about. So I needed to meet more people. So back then was before I don't know how many people even are aware that they have this, but on Facebook, there's a thing called the Other folder now. And this started a couple of years ago where if you message someone that you don't have a direct connection with, your message winds up in the Other folder. So they might not see it for years if they don't look. But this was before all that. So I had taken a training course with someone, I'm not going to out them, and they suggested messaging people that you had similar interests with, which I was all about because I didn't want to just collect people. I wanted to build relationships and make friends and have something to talk about other than health and fitness. Hi, Lisa. So here's me, right, thinking, because believe it or not, I am a shy person in real life. Like if someone talks to me, then it's on. But to initiate conversation, I'm kind of shy with that. So I'm behind my computer, and the first thing I ever did was find groups of people who like Rocky Horror Picture Show, because I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I actually messaged people, hi, who's your favorite character from the Rocky Horror Picture Show? This is how green I was, okay? People answered me. I wouldn't have answered me. I'd be like, you weirdo, goodbye. And I have made some awesome, awesome friends from that, and that we still talk now frequently. Love it. So don't be afraid to kind of make a hiney out of yourself sometimes, because it can grow from there and build into relationships. And like I said, now this approach doesn't work. You'll wind up in someone's Other folder. So don't even bother that. However, what I do now is I take the time to get to know the people that I'm in groups with and see who I would get along with, because like I said, I don't want to just collect people. I want to make friends and I want to get to know people. I care, like I genuinely care. So I want to like talk about what I'm doing with people that I care about. So that's my approach now is, just taking the time. Everyone's in such a rush to get to the finish line, and you don't need to be. Get the time to learn about people, to learn about their families, what they're going through, where they've been, where they want to go, and if they wind up not being a customer, then you've got a great friend, so it's a win-win. And that's my 2 cents. So I was going to pick Kelly, now she's eating, so.
Oh, nobody wants to see me with my mouth full, huh?
As soon as I was about to say, let's see what Kelly has to say.
I'm good to go. No problem.
Kelly's up.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like Shelly said, it goes without saying that it is super important, to build your circle of influence and to meet more people and gain more acquaintances. And yes, this business is all is a business, but it's first about finding people that we can help, that we can create and give value to, and that we can bond with and truly care about. I mean, that's what it's about first and foremost. And when I first started out as a coach, the thing I primarily focused on, I can't remember, I had maybe about 350 Facebook friends. I think I've got like double that now. But the thing I really focused on at the time was I listened to Tom, and I focused on creating attractive content that was true to me and true to what I felt my brand was at the time. And of course that's evolved over time. And then the next thing I moved on to was joining groups with people that I had similar interests with, and I focused heavily on two different groups at the time. The first one was work at home people. I belong to a pretty large and vibrant work at home group, so I spoke to a lot of those people and created friendships in there, and with people I'd never worked with before. And then I also reached out to a lot of, I love reading and books and literature, and my husband happens to be an author. So the thing that made the most sense to me was, well, I'll reach out to authors and people in writers groups and people who like books, and it would be I'd as the saying goes, I'd kill two birds with one stone. I'd find and new friends and people that had a common interest, but I also could pick their brains about the publishing industry and and writing and things like that for my husband. So that was kind of fun, and I did that for a long time. And then over time I started a like page about something that I was interested in.
You have to share with everyone your milestone on your life page.
All right. Well, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to monopolize the conversation. But I started this little page by accident at the beginning of this year, and it blew up in 48 hours. And initially, in 48 hours' time, I had garnered about 41,000 followers and about 40,000 likes. And over the last 9 months since that happened, still kind of makes my head spin. But after that happened, I ran some Facebook ads here and there, and I not a lot, and I did some posting. I boosted some posts, and I did some giveaways and some contests and things. But pretty much organically since that time, I've just recently been able to get over 42,000 followers and 41,000 something likes. So that was my goal. My goal was actually to do that by the end of the year, and it just all of a sudden happened just recently.
So what page is that you have?
It's called the 365-day Healthy Crockpot Dinner Challenge.
Oh, the crockpot.
Yeah. So, and I've met some wonderful people in that group. I have quite a few. Again, it still amazes me, but I have some raving fans, some really wonderful supporters, and we become good friends over these 9 months. And a few of them just recently joined my challenge group, so that was pretty cool. So it's happening, slowly, incrementally, pretty much organically. But yeah, it was pretty exciting to announce the other day that I had finally gotten to 42,000 followers on that page. So I haven't quite figured out how to convert those people yet. So I'm still working on building trust and creating value for them. But I highly recommend, no matter how big it gets, I highly recommend that you start a like page around an interest that might be related to coaching, I mean, clean eating, food, healthy, or, or something completely unrelated. Because that's a great way to build a different kind of tribe, but the people that might end up being able to help through health coaching. And then the other strategy I've used is just reaching, when I meet interesting people or I see interesting posts, maybe friends of friends of friends, that feed you get on the right-hand side of your Facebook page, you'll see posts, you'll see a friend will like a post of somebody that you're not connected with at all. Quite often I'll reach out to people like that if I see, posts over time, or I'll go see their page, and I'll just message them and say, hey, I'd like to be friends. Would it be okay if I friended you? I don't do that a lot, but when I think I've, I found somebody that I'm really, have an affinity for, I will do that as well.
Side note on that, do not send out a ton of friend requests to people that you don't know. You will end up in big trouble with Facebook, and they will put you in Facebook jail. Absolutely.
You have to do it selectively. You can't just go in and go friend, because they will.
Exactly. And even, I don't know if you've seen these friend ladders. I've met people that way in groups where we have something in common, where you comment your name, and anybody that likes it, you send a friend request to. Well, I've gotten binged by Facebook for that because I've sent them, and I'm like, but they wanted me to,
Wow.
But even something like that, I friend them and then I message them because I'm not collecting people. I want to get to know people, and you're not I'm not going to say you're not going to mesh with everybody that you meet online. And right now, like I said, I started with 400 people on my personal page. I think I have like 3,600 now. And I try to interact with new people each day because it's impossible to see everyone in the newsfeed and see. So that's why I moved everything over to my like page, because it's more, I can do more over there,
Yeah.
So.
Gmail does that too. If you send out too many Gmail to people, they'll cut you off. Yeah, because one of the coaches was answering Gmail for people that wanted to be in our challenge group. One of the top, and I guess she was sending something in a PDF file in it for free to them,
And it probably thought it was spam.
And so I guess email didn't like that. So, there's a lot of things where if you do too much of it, it's a bad thing.
Yeah, and what do you do, Karen? How do you expand your network?
I just go through in groups that I like. I'm in some groups. I'm in some political groups. And so I just post. I don't post political on my page, but I'll post, something in the political group, and I'll get 100 likes or more.
Nice.
And sometimes I will message those people, and I will say, hey, thanks for liking my post. I went to your page and I saw, blah blah blah, and actually I will send them a friend request and a message. I sent you a friend request. So sometimes they see it, sometimes they don't. But I find that they don't always see your message because it goes in the other folder, but they will see that somebody sent you a friend request. So if they see that, then they'll see, they'll go to my page and they'll say, she seems kind of cool. And sometimes the people will, accept my friend request right away.
Well,
So
cool.
I was in a group at the baby boomers one.
Right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Lisa? How do you expand your group of connections?
Well, I am here as a student tonight because this is that I really, really need information for. And so I'm coming on so that I can get information on it. I've grow very slowly, and I feel this way, and I'm thinking if I feel this way, there are probably a lot of new coaches out there that feel the same. I'm a little hesitant about expanding my Facebook and making new friends. When I first started, I had 20 people on Facebook. I never published a single picture because I was afraid it would go into the internet forever. I hadn't had a picture of my own taken for maybe 20 years since I had my kids. And it's a little scary. I mean, it really is. And so I have not reached out as much as I should. I do a lot of lives. I went through a magnetic media, the KA group, and we did lives every single day. And by doing that, I would get people comment on the lives or come on the lives, and then they would like them, and so I kind of get friends from their friends. I'd thank them for going on. I'd ask them what they'd like, that kind of thing. But it was more like they were coming to me.
Right.
So a lot of good ideas here. I know that when I first started, I started with Tom, and Tom said, here are the groups. This is how you go in the groups. These are the groups you join. And so far I've gotten as far as joining the groups. And that's kind of it, because it's not easy. And so I think maybe my contribution is that it sounds like a really easy thing to do. You're outgoing. It's like networking, like walking around, but not everybody in the world can find that easy, and that's okay, because it comes at its own time. You get so excited about something you're doing, or you get so excited about things that are happening in your life or your story, and it goes out there, and people reach out to you, and you reach back. And after a while, making that connection, making the relationship becomes part of it. And I think, that's why I'm here for the clues, because that's where I am right now. And I do have some groups. I think I'm going to go into a work at home group as well, because that's one I can really relate to. I'm currently in the Black Cat Appreciation group.
Awesome.
And we got little Lucy about a year ago. And it is. And, it sounds really particular, but there are like 100,000 people in this group.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody has a kitty, whether it's solid black, a little bit of black. Everybody likes black cat kitties. And the whole idea was they banded together because people wouldn't adopt black cats because they think, that they had that stigma, and
Right.
they didn't like them. It would bad luck. And so there were a lot of black cats that would be left at the pound or on the street, and they kind of all banded together to get rid of that stigma, which is really interesting. Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of groups out there that are really specific. There's a group where they
Yeah, there we go.
Aw, pretty kitty.
Nice. Oh,
Black kitty.
I've got 2 tuxedo cats, Amethyst.
Look, yes.
Cute.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
And put some pictures on the like page.
Yeah,
There are all
awesome.
kinds of beautiful kitties there.
Well, that's what we were saying about meeting people through other interests, because I guarantee you, like what you said with the live videos, that's a wonderful way to share your story on your page. You don't want to send someone a message that doesn't know you and be like, hi, I'm Shelly, and I lost 60 pounds because I was depressed, and they're going to think I'm nuts. Like, you want to talk to people. You would if you were, you went to your friend's house for a party and you're meeting new people. You just have conversations. We overthink this so much. I think we all do, and we get scared. And you know what? I've actually been called some nasty things on Messenger, and I've had some pretty bad responses, and I'm still here. No one came through the computer and ate me. I just have to say, bless and release. I'm sure you're going through something, and I'm very sorry. and say a prayer for them and go on and meet wonderful people. I've met so many wonderful people, and it's just from having conversations. You know, you don't lead with, "Hi, have you heard of Beachbody?" Like, people think we're a cult because it's just like, "Do you want to come and drink the shake?" You know, it's like, no, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to scare people. You want to meet people and make friends. And then if they have a need, that we can help. That's the thing. You can't force it on somebody that's not in a place where they want to receive it, you know? So, but that doesn't mean you can't connect with them on other levels, like Black Kitties
Yeah.
or nachos or whatever good thing is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's so totally true. And I think at least a couple of us in this group, I'm not sure about Karen, but at least a couple of us in this group are now focusing very much on transitioning to our like pages for the predominant amount of our posting. Although
That's scary.
yeah, well, I'm about to do it.
I was so comfy in my personal page land,
Mhm.
and I, like, today, I was like, no, don't post there. No, like, I had to keep reminding myself because I'm so used to it.
Yeah, totally.
You know what? I'm trusting that the people that have done this before us know what they're doing. So
They appear to, and I'm pretty darn excited. You know, attracting, you still have to invite, but I think that attracting your tribe is truly the way to go. Because that is, I mean, wouldn't you all agree that that's the major frustration? It's not you know, a lot of it is, you know, some of it is fear and trepidation, and, you know, thinking, well, what would what would I think if I messaged somebody that way, or I invited somebody that way? But part of it is too is, you know, if I make a friend with this person, great, I've got a friend, but is this person really going to be someone who wants to become part of my tribe? You know, I mean, no friendship is wasted, you know, it's not wasted effort, no matter how you know, but at the end of the day, we're trying to find our tribe. We're trying to find our, you know, the people that are just like us, you know, who we can help, who want our help, and who we are uniquely qualified to help.
right. I just wanted to add real quick to that when you said about no friendships ever wasted. And the thing is too, like, there are people that I'm friends with now that I honestly don't think are ever going to want to join my Beachbody tribe, but
Right.
they keep me positive. They make me smile. They are awesome.
Right.
And when they have a friend or family member who is in need, they're going to say, I know this chick and she does this stuff every day.
Totally.
And then so even if the person that you connected with initially isn't somebody that's going to want to join your tribe and your team and your everything, that doesn't mean that they don't have 20 family members that have a need, and that because they trust you,
Right.
they're going to refer you.
Yeah, that is so totally true. I mean, I could think of dozens of people that I absolutely adore, and I've become really close with on Facebook, and they're probably never going to be, you know, join my team or be customers, but they are a part of my tribe because they're the part of my tribe I need, that uplift me, you know, that are positive. They root for me, you know.
Exactly.
It's so important to have those people.
Well, I want to welcome Tom. I'm so glad you could join us too.
Hey.
And
Hey, Tom.
I'm sure Tom has nothing to add to this conversation, since we've all learned from Tom. I'm being completely sarcastic here.
I'd like to add that I actually met some friends on Facebook that, you know, they live near me. We have a common thing. I like to do stair walk. They say, yeah, you want to come do a stair walk with me? And so some of them I just hang out with regularly now. And I met them on Facebook.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So Tom, how's it going, bud? We're all
Could
praying
be
for
better.
you. Yeah, we're all praying for you.
I appreciate that a lot. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. So I want to say it's really cool. I can just chime onto this thing, and I just stumble into the part where you were talking about. I'm sort of piecing together because obviously I haven't heard anything, but I stumbled into the part where you're talking about the real deal with making new friends. It's not to get them to join the business, but you guys are just talking about how the friends that you've made that are an important part of your life because of this business, even though they have no interest in joining your business.
Mhm.
And who knows? I also want to add to that. There's going to be one or two of them somewhere down the road that's going to be like, "Okay, sign me up," or "Tell me more about it." And you're going to be like, "Whoa, what?
That
Whoa!"
actually happened this past week, and I was like, oh, yay, people are paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a girl. She said, she literally told me the first time I showed this to her, she's like, "Tom, just so you know, right off the bat, I will drop dead before I join another MLM or sign up for another auto ship or join another network marketing company. I will drop dead before that ever happens. Just so we're clear, okay? But I'm still happy to try her stuff." Okay, I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's cool. Whatever you want to do, I support it." And then, so the next thing you know, she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get on auto ship." What? So you're not dead, you're alive, you're still with me. And then the next thing after that, she's like, "Okay, I want to be a coach." I'm like, "What? You're still there?"
Woo!
So shoot, man, she survived death.
She did.
That was the
Wow.
biggest. That one takes the cake for the biggest surprise I've ever had, because she made a specific claim against ever going on auto ship, network marketing, MLM. She would literally drop dead before that would ever happen. And I'm like, "Okay, no problem. I won't even go that direction with you."
That's awesome.
Yeah. 'Cause God forbid you should drop dead.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that
what would
would be
most
the opposite of
what,
what we're doing by helping people get help.
right? Yeah, that would defeat the goal of what we're here for, right? Health, because if you have no health, you're dead, right? So,
Exactly.
and then it makes me think, what would most other home business owners, most other MLMers and network marketers, what would they have done? Oh, but let me tell you about benefit A, B, and C.
Right.
And that's why I believe ultimately she signed up, is because that was probably the one guy in her life that's in MLM that didn't do that stuff.
Totally.
So
And that's what we were talking about before you hopped on. This is about relationship building. It's not about selling. And it's about caring enough about someone that you do want to help them, not just, here's your thing, bye-bye. Like, you actually are rooting for them because you're invested with your heart, not just.
speaking of that, help and investing with your heart, and I'm going to harp on this to the day that I die, as I have been for the last, I don't know how many years since I started Shakeology. But my dad, the one that's in the hospital right now, he was supposed to be dead a long time ago. I'm talking like 8 or 9 years ago. He was supposed to no longer be with us. And one of my dad's doctor literally said, he said this a long time ago, if not for Shakeology, he has no reason to expect to still be living. He's getting the nutrients he needs from it. And so we can't make a claim like that, but I have a frickin' MD that did my dad's doctor, and he made that claim. He's a pulmonologist, and a sleep specialist, and so he knows the lungs inside and out. Obviously, that's his specialty. That's what he said. What he said. So it's like, damn, that's freaking sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna harp on that to the day I die,
Yeah, that's really.
as I should, as I do. So yeah, we are totally helping people. We have to be careful of the claims that we make, because we can't make any claims.
Well, I
And
mean,
especially in Great
can't just
Britain.
What's that?
You guys hear about that?
What's that?
If you're talking to someone from the UK, you cannot call Shakeology a weight loss product. It is against their regulations.
Wow.
So just
Really?
talk about the other benefits. Just don't call that.
Right. Yeah.
But no,
Well, the way that I frame it is, I'll just say it'll support you with your weight loss goals. It'll support you with, whatever. It's a tool that's going to help you, and it's an important tool to help you fill in the blank.
well, what I do is I say it helps your body to run at its best. So if you're carrying around extra weight, that's not at its best. It's going to help you get rid of it. I personally don't need to lose weight. So if I drink this weight loss shake every day and I'm not losing weight, like it doesn't, but it helps your body to run at its best, which
Right.
is why, knock wood, I don't get sick and
Right.
why to maintain a healthy weight, you have to look at it that way. We have 4 minutes left about.
Okay.
So. I did want to ask Amethyst if she had anything she wanted to ask us, or I don't ever want you to feel like we're not including you. I know you're usually just observing, but I always want to ask.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, just wanted to ask.
She did kitty share. She kitty
did,
shared.
The kitty. So.
Beautiful kitty.
Yeah.
And this isn't the after party, you naughties. I know what you're thinking
I
of.
heard that, I heard that on Halloween you can't adopt a black cat.
No, most places you can't. They won't let you.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Have
because
you ever
people,
heard that before? On Halloween you can't adopt a black cat.
Why?
yeah, people get them and abuse them in Halloween.
Use them for
What?
devil worshiping and stuff like that. Yeah. For
That's
evil
stupid.
deeds on Halloween, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's true.
Well, let's. Shelley, you want to wrap up? This sounds like after party conversation.
I was gonna say we're getting way off topic. Now,
Woo!
but we're good friends.
I know, but we were talking about cats though.
We were.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
were.
you know.
All right, 3 minutes left. Anybody have any last thoughts on expanding your friendship network? Well, that's the quiet.
We were talking about the lives and with Tom's video and stuff, and I thought maybe for the last 30 seconds I'd throw in that what he does after every video and stuff where you talk about your brand, you rebrand yourself, and you say if you have value from this, then message me, or if you have people that you know would have value, and to have them take a look at this. And then that kind of sends it out from there, always just keeping it out in front, just in case, because the people who are really great friends and very supportive, like you said, they have friends of friends.
Yeah.
And they would be out there, and you want them to think of you because
Exactly.
they know you, and they will recommend you.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, not too
So-
shabby.
Yeah, so just a quick recap. Don't be creepy. Be genuine.
What if I can't help it?
Well, be yourself. So if yourself is
Yes.
creepy, then
Yes,
I guess.
be authentic, but
Yeah. Be cool creepy, not
yeah.
stalker creepy. But just lead with your heart. That's the bottom line. Is we're not trying to fleece people. We're trying to help people. So keep that in mind and think about how you would want someone to talk to you.
And Lord knows there are so many people, just weight loss aside, there are so many people that need our help and could benefit from, what we have to offer. If nothing else, someone who they can talk to and who will genuinely listen. And so many people need that.
We call it, oh, by the way, I call it a superfood shake. That's right. I never call it a weight loss shake, but going back to that.
Superfood.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just call it a superfood shake.
That is
Yeah.
Well, I
true.
used to say it accelerates weight loss because I actually started losing weight before I even started work. I didn't have a DVD player and I didn't have a place on my computer to play DVDs. I just started doing Shakeology and I lost weight from that.
Okay, I think we all need to wave goodbye.
I was gonna say we have
Thank you, Shelley, for a wonderful job hosting tonight.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all next week, Tuesday at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.